Welcome to Shadows of Doubt, a game where you play as a detective in a city where the people are made of very small cubes. And also, there's apparently a lot of crime going on. Although in this video, it's mainly me who commits them. It's in the name of justice, however, so it's okay. I start by acquiring some essential items, but remember, smoking kills. However, it's good to treat yourself once in a while. I then spot this short king and decide to follow him a bit. But I get bored before we even leave the store, and I start walking in the opposite direction, remembering to shut off the light as I leave, as my guy has enough problems being short and doesn't need crippling energy prices. I proceed to assault some homeless people, and they don't take it very well, because God forbid you have a hobby. The rest of the homeless people start chasing me, which is very wholesome, because they may not have homes, but at least they have each other. I manage to escape, but now it's time to get serious, as I find my first case. Some poor soul has lost one of their shoes. How you manage to lose only one shoe, I'm not sure of. They're not paying me to ask questions, although that is like 90% of my job as a detective, so I guess they do. The soul was last seen between the 2nd and the 6th floor of this building, so that's where I start my search. I crawl through the vent into one of the flats, and once inside, I realize the door was unlocked from the start. What a waste of time. I then try to smash one of the windows in a fit of embarrassment and rage, because it's good to let off some steam once in a while. After some more searching, I come to the conclusion that the shoe is in fact gone. I did find some shoes, but I think they're unrelated, because it's a pair and I found them while breaking into a random person's home. Although, I feel I'm getting closer. My next step is to politely ask the owner of the shoe if they know anything. You may wonder why I didn't do this first, and well, I can't think of everything. She's very rude about it, however, and doesn't seem to want to talk about her missing shoe. Highly suspicious. Rudeness aside, I will find that shoe. I won't give up. I give up almost immediately and decide to head to the bar. There I begin looking for a work. There's only boring, low-paying jobs. I hate when games are too realistic. I then decide to do what every self-respecting person should do, and wait for an opportunity to land in my lap, because I know my worth. I get caught breaking into someone's home, and decide to climb onto their fridge and drink their alcohol to show my dominance, as I have watched many Andrew Tate videos. So I know that to become a true alpha male, you must commit hard crimes, such as burglary or human trafficking. Allegedly. After this encounter, I end up plastered in a random staircase, and decide to try and walk it off. This takes a long time, however, and is difficult to walk while drunk. I should probably stop drinking, so I can play with 2 hands again. This helps, but now I'm stinky and need to have a bath, as personal hygiene should not be ignored. While trying to break into someone's flat looking for a shower, I get a notification that someone has been kidnapped. Finally, a chance to prove that I'm actually a competent detective, and I'm above finding missing shoes. People should be way easier to find. The missing person is Rebecca Curry, and all I know is where she lives, so I pick up the case file from the townhouse and begin heading towards her home. When I arrive, I am immediately greeted by a not so inviting security system. I feel like there should be some police asking questions or something, but whatever, I guess I'm the only one looking for her. I decide to crawl into the flat through the ventilation system, and once inside, I begin looking for a ransom note. It appears, however, that Rebecca wasn't living alone, and her partner is still home. I try to hide, but because of my stench, I am immediately found. And we begin throwing hands. She tries to escape, so I chase after her. And while she's unlocking her door, I take a few cheap shots at the back of her head. The big girl refuses to go down. She then sounds the alarm, so I try to hide again. Whilst looking around, I accidentally smash the glass shower wall with my fists and begin to bleed. Not my proudest moment. I would rank it just above beating a woman in the back of the head. I eventually find the ransom note, but Rebecca's partner finds me. We have an epic battle. Nah, just kidding. She swiftly beats my ass. It seems she doesn't want to find Rebecca either. I mean, did I mention to her that I was searching for a missing partner? No. Should she realize that through subtle context clues and hints? Absolutely. As in any perfect society, I need to pay for my medical services in order to not be labeled a criminal. And apparently, my insurance didn't go through. I sure hope no one gets assassinated for that. I forgot to mention, but the kidnapper will kill Rebecca at 9 AM. This means I have just over 2 hours until she dies. I swiftly make my way back to the flat and proceed to break in again. Once inside, I am not met with such hostility as before. I guess she saw the error in her ways. Although, rude and unnecessary to turn off the lights like that. Have some class. Anyway, I managed to find out where Rebecca works, and I find a note saying she was supposed to meet someone at a local bar on the day she disappeared, so I decide to head over there. The place is closed when I get there, so I decide to wait until they open. Or I smash open the window with a dustbin and head inside. Inside the bar, I locate the security footage and remember, I have no clue what she looks like. Easy mistake. I decide to go to her workplace to find an image of her. Some guy beats me over the head with a baton, however, and I drop like a sack of bricks. I wake up at 10:25 am and Rebecca is already dead. You win some, you lose some. This time I decide to escape instead of paying, and it works pretty well. I head back to her job, as I still need to locate the kidnapper, and this time I find a picture. But since she's already dead, I might as well take a little break. I decide to hit a nice 3-pointer. I then go back to the bar, but they've boarded up the window, and it's still locked, so I guess I'm stuck. So anyway, I let myself in and continue looking at the security footage, and find that Rebecca was at the bar with a colleague called Brooke. She's now our prime suspect. I look up her address and head over there. She proceeds to close the door in my face while continuing the conversation. I ask to be let in, and like a fool, she allows it. She's going down whether or not she's guilty. Inside I discover lots of notes and decide to compare the handwriting of them with the ransom note. Turns out she is guilty. I arrest her and ask about the murder. She folds immediately. I proceed to trash the place just to spite her. Next step is to find the body, I guess. So I ask where her den is, and she tells me it's at some factory building. I enter the building through the vents. Good old vents. Inside, I begin searching for Rebecca. For about 2 minutes, and then I give up. Thinking I have technically done what was asked of me, since bringing back the victim alive or at all was optional. I begin looking for an escape back through the vents, but quickly change my mind and decide to just start legging it out the door, but then I get caught instantly. I get chased for a while. This gal is really persistent, and I end up running across half the city just to barely escape her. Eventually, I manage to escape, and it's time to turn in the case file and close the case. 1 out of 4 goals completed. No justice for Rebecca, but at least I got paid.